Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for Lego hauls. Got another one, but that's not the only thing we're going to talk about because, well, first of all, I don't even remember what's in this box from Target. But the thing, though, I do want to talk about briefly is that I finished the Titanic. We are going to get it down here in the basement eventually, but right now it's on my mantle, and I'm so impressed with how it looks. One reason I didn't want to put it on the mantle, and it's not going to be there permanently, but there's a picture there, and we'd have to move the picture and other things. But anyway, the it just looks immaculate. It's just such a beautiful set. It's right up there with the top sets that I've ever built as far as build experience. One of the ones that stands out is the one of the employee gifts, the Ole Kirk Christensen house. That one was just a really fun build. But this one, it never got old building it. With all the pieces, 9,000 pieces, by far the biggest set I've ever built. Of course, it's one of the top two sets ever, but I've not built any of the big UCS sets. They Might Be Bricks. He's built all of those. In fact, he's building the AT-AT as I speak, filming this video. He's upstairs still working on the AT-AT. But the Titanic, it's such a lovely set, and I think more importantly, it was a fun build. That's part of the experience of building Lego sets. And if I was gonna have anything that stands out of the whole set, it's just like unexpected to me. I mean, there's so many details. I mean, they got the portholes where some of them are dark, some of them are white, so that to indicate like the lights on. The way the build looks with the black on the side with the maroon. Oh, I am worried about the dark red plates and stuff on there, and bricks and wedges and all that, because I'm worried that in a few years all that stuff's going to crack and break because it's dark red. But anyway, then all the details of the deck, and then you got the little interior details. I'm not showing you any of that. I'm just talking about it. But there's a lot better people that do reviews. I'm just letting you know how I feel. Is I love building it, and the thing that stood out to me out of all the details on there was those benches. The little benches made with a 1x2 plate with a handle, and the 1x2 plate that's like the rail holder. Just those two pieces, and you made benches. And there's so many of these little benches all through the little. I was like, every time I built one, I'm like, this is so neat. This bench.
Here's a bench.
So yeah, it's a great set. I highly recommend it. $630, 9,090 pieces. Great deal. It's something that three people can build together. It's just, I always hesitate to go on the recommendations of people that got a set for free, because especially when it's a super expensive set like the Titanic, like the AT-AT. TheyMightBeBricks is thoroughly enjoying building the AT-AT, the details that he's talking about. But the Titanic, I did use a lot of my VIP points, so I guess I technically almost got it for free, but it's still painful to use those VIP points. It was worth it. I think the Titanic was worth it. And so I was saving those points for the AT-AT. I didn't have the points to use on the AT-AT, but TheyMightBeBricks just thoroughly enjoy in building that. All right, and going back to the Titanic, one other thing. I got a question from Chatterbox, and it was, what do you think of the new 1x5 pieces? And I was like, what's he talking about? Maybe I've seen it, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're making like 1x5 plates. And so there are some for instance, in the Titanic, there's some in tan. There's only a few colors that I think they've made of that plate now. I don't know if there's a 1x5 brick. I didn't look it up because I didn't know what the part number was, and I didn't search it. But yeah, there's a few sets that have 1x5 plates. All I got to say is there's probably going to be more. There'll probably be more colors coming out, so don't worry about if there's only 2 or 3 colors right now, because they tend to reuse molds. Whenever they make a new mold, they try to use it as much as they can, like they did with the roller coaster track. They use as many times as they could a roller coaster piece in a set, even if it wasn't a roller coaster. It's a little disappointing that they made the 1x5, because now what are people going to do for their jokes about finding their 1x5 at a convention? And all these people, these single Lego enthusiasts, will never be able to find. Well, actually, they did find their 1x5, but it's not what they were expecting. So you're going to have to come up with another piece that's never existed, that would be super special if Lego made to be your 1x5, because you're not going to be able to use that joke anymore. Oh no! So this is from Target. I did not order this recently. I didn't think. What's this? Does this have a date on here? When was this shipped? October 22nd. Oh my goodness. It's my order from October 22nd. That's why I was like, when this package came, I'm like, what is this doing here? And it's like, had I known, I've already built this set. I did not. So this was ordered back in October. It must have been a sale or a pre-order, because they went on sale later and were much cheaper. So hopefully I didn't pay a lot for this. Did I just rub all over the microphone? Sorry. Doesn't say the price on here, and I'm gonna have to go back and look, because I was like, I saw this ginormous box, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. But we've already built the Spaceman, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. So Lego, you've done a really good job with some of these sets. We're really enjoying them. I mean, yeah, we had some really bad themes like video this year, and some other things that people probably didn't like, but you got to stop making these giant sets. You got to stop ruining people's jokes by making 1x5 plates. And surely I jest, but anyway, I'm wearing this Central Perk. This would have been nice to wear if I had actually built the Central Perk, which I did. Wait, I did build that. I just don't know where it is. Or I could have built the Friends apartment. I haven't built that one yet. There's so many sets I have to build. It's like I got a lifetime of building ahead of me. Hopefully I won't die before I finish all of it. Oh, and this video is late today because I was in Blue Valley all day. I didn't take any filming there, but I had to walk around. I had to walk further to where I was going because of the filming of Stargirl. I so want to walk right through where they're filming. One day I'll be an extra on Stargirl, hopefully. But yeah, so that kind of interrupted my day, and I ended up working late because we were scheduled to do a test of a new service that the customer was getting at 12. At 11:59, they had to send out an Amber Alert for a missing woman. And it was like, oh, right, it was bad. I mean, I feel bad for the woman being missing, but it was like 1 minute. I was glad it was like before we started testing. But it was interesting because I'd never been directly around when an Amber Alert was going on, and they were actively looking for somebody, and they found them within 30 minutes by people calling in. And of course, some of them were kind of somebody was wearing something similar or looked similar to the person, but they canvassed the county. They found the missing woman. It was amazing. So if you hear that Amber Alert and you're in the general area where the Amber Alert goes off, this is not a public service announcement, but it was really cool to see somebody actually get found relatively quickly, although it did cause me to miss lunch. But that's a small sacrifice to pay, me not eating lunch so that a woman could be found. I mean, that's like, yeah, I'll skip lunch every day if a missing person is found. So anyway, I'm going to go. I'm not going to build this. I got to find something else to build now that I've finished the Titanic. Wow, that's a weird, I never thought I would be done with the Titanic by now. It's just amazing. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow in a different shirt.